Quine is the world's first streaming graph. It's available as an open source project from Quine.io, and in the recipes section you can see some easy ways to get started. In this Ethereum tag propagation demo, we'll start up Quine using the Ethereum recipe and let it get itself set up and start ingesting data live from whatever's currently happening on the Ethereum blockchain. As you can see, what's defined in the recipe is it's going to go and connect to two different sources of data. One of them where it's going to download information about each of the blocks, and a second source of data where it's going to download mine transactions. As those streams come together using Quine's built-in ingest system, it's going to build a graph locally that we can explore here. Now we're looking at two blocks that have been streamed in through Quine's ingest system. And as we explore these, we can look around and see what's happening right now on the blockchain. We've got transactions added into a block. If I explore these, we're going to see lots of transactions. So let's just pick three. Here's three transactions. Some transactions that happened just now while we were talking. And if we go explore some of these, you can see easily they're coming from one account, going to another account. It's a transaction, just like you'd expect. So far, this makes Quine look a lot like a graph database. But where Quine really shines and brings something new to the table is behind the scenes. That recipe we were looking at makes use of a functionality unique to Quine called standing queries. These standing queries monitor the graph as it streams in, as it's built, for complex patterns of any kind. In this case, we're looking for funds that move from a tainted account into another account. So if maybe some stolen money gets tagged, we can follow it in real time as it moves through the blockchain from one account to another. And we do that just by right-clicking on an account and saying, mark this as tainted. Behind the scenes, you'll see immediately we got one notification that we have a positive match, because what happened while we weren't looking is Quine found this outgoing transaction landed at this other account and marked it with a tainted score equal to 1. If we look at a more complex example, here's a transaction that went from one account into another, and then out of that account into another account. This is where it starts to get interesting and complex. High volume streams of data come in and build the graph, but we can monitor that graph for arbitrarily complex patterns, just as simple as mark this as tainted. Over on the left-hand side, you saw we got lots of new updates. Lots of transactions that have been found for the what has come out of this account marked as tainted and gone into this second account has a tainted value of 1 and out to a third account and so on. As we look at this data, we can also explore it a little bit and see what other outgoing transactions occurred. And you can see that tainted funds went from this middle account not just to a third account, but to several others. And every time those occur, we get real-time notifications, in this case logged to the console, but they could easily be streamed out to another system via Kafka or Kinesis, posted to Slack. There's some more results. As all of that happens, Quine behind the scenes is doing the matching, finding results, and taking action based on whatever pattern has been defined. So this is just one example of a recipe built to use Quine and the streaming graph capabilities that are new in this space. Feel free to check out Quine.io for other recipes, and you can see other applications as well.